Hello everyone, GadgetGirlKylie here, and welcome back to my Let's Play walkthrough of Tales of Zestiria, continuing from where we left off. So it's been a couple of days now for me recording this series, so yeah, it was super sad on the last episode. We are going to listen to the skit, and then we're going to go ahead and see if we can open up these treasure chests. I don't think we can actually, I think they are gold chests, but we'll give it a go anyway.
What a sad turn of affairs. There was more to it than just Heldalf and the Sheperd Michael. So many factors converged to bring about that disaster.
What happened to that village was so ghastly. You can sort of see how Michael finally came to do what he did. But still, no one except maybe his closest friends ought to buy "I was in the depths of my despair" as an excuse.
Right. The actions he took that day changed the fates of millions.
That's true. It was his thoughtless curse of eternal solitude that paved the way for Kittybeard to become the Lord of Calamity. Without the curse, old Sourpuss never would have hated the world so much. Never would have wanted it to turn into a world of Hellions.
You can't blame the people of Highlander Rollins for seeing him as a monster. But I get the sense that deep down, in his own misguided way, he just wants to bring peace to his country.
Some of the blame, too, has to go to the former Sheperd for keeping secret the fact that he'd spirited Malevolence away. Because of that, folks who didn't know the true situation wound up desecrating the shrine and causing Malevolence to transform into a Hellion.
That's right. If they'd only talked about it more openly, there might have been better understanding and cooperation.
It also looks like the former Sheperd didn't really trust anyone other than his own flesh and blood. To those who believed in the Sheperd, I can think of no greater wound.
True enough. He may have genuinely wanted every one of them to be happy. But if he never shared this desire with anyone, then...
Regardless of Michael's circumstances, it doesn't change the fact that what Heldalf did was unspeakably cruel. That he would toss strangers to the wolves just to further his own interests.
None of this comes down to black and white, that's for sure.
Well, Mavern told us just to feel and experience what had happened. We'll go tell him what we felt.
Exactly, it's not black and white. I mean, I can totally understand why he became the Lord of Calamity. I don't know. Are we gonna kill him or not? I have no idea.
Look around you.
Yeah, we can't open them. Oh well. Is there discovery point here?
Come to think of it, I wonder how this monolith works. How do you think it activates the Earth in Historia?
Probably because this is an Earth Pulse Nexus, don't you think?
Earth Pulse?
I'll let Terror Firma herself do the explaining.
The Earth Pulse is a manifestation of the power of Mother Nature that permeates the Earth.
Exactly. Logren has been known for centuries as a spot where several branches of the Earth Pulse intersect.
If you're already such an expert, why call on me?
Because when you say it, it's that much more adorable.
Interesting.
So, the Earth in Historia is reacting to the Earth Pulse.
Could you repeat that in English for dumb bums like me?
Well,
Okay, let's say instead that there's all this water bubbling up here. Then the Earth in Historia would be like a water wheel. When the wheel goes round, it grinds out the record of history, just like it was milling grains.
Oh, okay. Makes sense to me. But then why are the Earth and Historia behaving like a water wheel?
Probably...
I told you. The Earth Pulse is the power of the Earth.
Oh, I see. So if Malevolence made the Earth in Historia, and he's using the Earth itself as his vessel...
Then probably it's the force of his will that's making them do that.
Cool. Right, let's go and find Mavern.
You're back.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure the monolith doesn't get damaged. Your thoughts?
No one involved was fully in the wrong, but no one was really right either. That's how it felt to me.
A useful understanding to reach. Now, your answer.
Sorey, let us hear your answer to this.
My answer is I want to save Heldalf. The Shepherd's job doesn't just boil down to quell the Lord of Calamity, or even clean up the previous Shepherd's mistakes. When Malevolence consumes Seraphim and turns them into Hellions, we save them. Yet when it brings misfortune and grief to humans, we say they only have themselves to blame. It doesn't seem fair.
So that is your answer.
Awesome.
Counts as one.
Just gave me chills.
There are humans out there just like Heldolf. He just happened to play one part in a cascade of terrible events.
I'm not gonna say you shouldn't sympathize with him, but I will say it would strike me as bizarre to completely let him off the hook for the horrors he brought to such a peaceful village. And what he's trying to do now is still messed up, right?
Absolutely. It's wrong, period, and I will stop it.
But even so, you would save this man?
If I won't save humans like Heldolf, who've had Hellionhood thrust upon them, I'll never see humans and Seraphim live in peace.
I see. So then you...
Really are an idiot.
Yep. Sorey is Sorey, and we love him for it.
That's right. He couldn't be anyone else even if he tried.
So, Mr. Teller, that what you were looking for?
For such a man, ending his loneliness would be the sole path to salvation. Do you understand what that means?
Taking his life, I would expect.
Sorey, can you carry that burden with you?
Indeed. That, even more than your answer, is the crucial matter.
Right. What's important now is whether you truly will not waver. Or rather, whether you truly believe in your answer and are willing to accept its repercussions.
No matter what happens, and no matter what cost.
Wait, are you asking him to prove his determination in battle?
Put bluntly, yes. In order to defeat one who has been abandoned in time, the bonds of strength must be severed. Show me how that is done.
Defeat the one who has been abandoned in time? You can't be talking about...
How to sever the bonds of strength.
So eternal loneliness is a curse, you say? Makes sense now.
Old man.
Now then, show me!
Doesn't seem to have any weaknesses.
I certainly won't.
But even if there is a way to sever the bonds of strength...
And if we were to actually use it,
Then, what would happen to you?
Do you see why it is you waver? Settle this, Sheperd!
Do not let Mavern's conviction go to waste.
Yeah! Strike! May your knowledge be free! Break circle! Sword ring! Red freezing blue! This is over! Look out!
Are you ready?
Be gone!
Go on!
Break circle! Look out! Let's get him! We'll be gone! Look out! Red freezing blue hail and tandem!
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Holy water! Look out!
Oh, I'm surprised that didn't finish him off then.
This is for you! That's it! Yeah! Be gone! Fear the storm!
Well done. What I want to see is not a mere display of strength.
So you really are immortal?
You understand by now, don't you, the way to defeat me?
Yes. Turn my friends into attacks with wills of their own, and use those attacks to pierce through the bonds of strength.
What Dazzle said he did.
Then why aren't you doing it? I'm not a Hellion. Even if you make use of that means, your friends will not be consumed with malevolence. You won't admit it. After all, to demonstrate that method upon me is tacit acknowledgement that it is your only option withheld off as well.
But Mavern, isn't there any other way at all?
No. Even Lailah's power is not enough to purify one as consumed with malevolence as he is.
Damn.
You should know that.
Sorey. Rose.
If you weigh lives on scales, you will falter at the crucial moment. All the more so if it is your friends' lives in question. But if you do waver, and your wavering leads you to a faulty answer, you may never recover. In this way does virtue become vice.
But if you will die for the answer you truly believe in, even failure will not stop you from rising again. What you should fear is not failure, but rather that fear itself will compromise your belief in your answer.
Lailah.
Now then, Sorey.
We're actually gonna do this against Mavern.
If you intend to make this a farce, then I shall end it. Show me, not just with words, but with the spirit of belief. I shall end this. Luminous Saber! It is a damned shame, Lailah. Unfortunately, it looks like they still don't understand. So, it was all for naught.
No, just a little bit more. Even when they resented their own helplessness, even when they grieved for a fallen comrade, even when evil schemed to lead them astray, Sorey and his companions have pushed ever on, never losing themselves. Knowing fear, but not malevolence, they came all this way to stand here together.
You're really something.
Oh wow, it's making me get emotional
Not
again.
like giving them to other people either. Don't you forget it.
Sorey, Rose, you paralyzed or something? Going up against Hellions is already life or death. It shouldn't be new to you.
Edna. Zavid.
It's just as they said, Rose. Sorey, do you remember what I told you? Back at Lady Lake? I didn't come all this way just to be a liability. I said it before.
I remember that.
Do I need to say it again?
No.
If the Sheperd Sorey truly believes in his answer, then surely may he bring an end to the Age of Chaos.
Then show us. Show us your answer.
Sorey!
Everyone.
You have good friends, lad.
Darn right. Let's go!
Come at me! Look out!
Lord of Water!
Don't just charge in there.
Look out!
Maven! This is... my answer!
Old man!
Maven?
So you fell down before I had a chance to do it.
I thought I could hold out until you finished it, but...
Maven?
Oh, I'm so sorry it came to this.
You're an idiot too.
You're not wrong, but I have no regrets.
What's going on? What are you saying?
Is this because he broke the rules?
Because I violated the taboo.
Yeah, I thought so.
If the user breaks the terms of the oath, the special powers granted by the oath likewise vanish.
You should have told us.
Please, do not blame Lailah. She merely did what she believed was right for all of you. And it was my decision to make as well.
I believe too. In my answer. And in my friends. And for their sake, I will not waver in what must be done. So there will be no regrets.
It is time to say our farewells.
I promise. I'll never forget what you've told me, Maven. And I'll teach it to others as well.
Sorey, you've... Never did I imagine I would die with others by my side. Thank you.
It has made me sad, but not as sad as the previous episode, because I don't feel that attached to Mavern. Like, he was kind of more like a background character, and then it was like, oh, he's this big deal actually. But I didn't feel I had time to connect to him as a character.
Let's make for Elysia first.
There should be a road there leading to Camlon. We saw Gramps come running when the village fell.
Oh, that makes sense. So Camlon was close to Elysia.
Very likely. That fits with the idea that it was a strategically important location for Highland, Rollins, and the Northern Powers.
Yeah, good point. But it looked to me like the road to Camlon was sealed off.
Yeah, by my mother.
You can cry if...
I told you I'm not going to cry.
Looks like this is the final battle.
Let's end this.
Right on!
Right, so let's have a look at, oh, hang on a second. Is there a save point anywhere? Let's speak to Rose. We need to find Heldalf. Oh, is this like... Oh, so this is where we buried Mavern then. So I just made my way over to a save point and there is actually a skit, so let's go ahead and watch it.
So if we cut the tie between Mautelis and Heldalf, we'll be home free, right?
I'm not so sure about that. He's strong enough to use the Earth itself as a vessel. Will that really be all that it takes?
Right. We'll probably have to purify all the malevolence attached to the land as well.
Is that right, Lailah?
She sells seashells by the seashore. Yep.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
He's got to be doing that on purpose.
Originally, he was the one who would purify the land. His power was the blessing of the land itself.
Like a natural purification of sorts, huh?
Don't think that's gonna be enough this time.
Certainly the activities of the Shepherds also contributed to the Earth's natural purification from the outside.
But now it's just Sorey, and no one else.
We need to have a plan of action before moving on. But all the same, we can't sit around brooding all day.
For sure.
Right, didn't it say to head to Elysia? Oh, we can't teleport there. Oh, we can't teleport there at all. Oh dear. Right, we are heading the right way then. We've got to go all the way down there. The hell's that?
Ready, everyone? Return to
Not seen that on this bridge before.
Let's do some fortune telling. Please, pick one.
No way, I don't believe in that stuff, is what Rose would say.
Rose is indeed.
Isn't there a dead end up here somewhere? I'm sure there is. Whoa! Shit, what's that?
This is nothing.
Kind of want to fight it and see what it's... It looks big. Looks like a kraken. Release the kraken! Oh, it is! Release the kraken! Literally fire and earth.
What the? How did it get so big?
I'm actually at a loss for words. Wow.
It looks like arts are effective. Let's divide the party up and attack.
Good decision. Shows how many battles you've been through.
Dragon Bang!
Nice one, Rose! Booyah!
Sword Rain! Rampaging Giant! Come to my side! That's the way! Just one shot!
Burning shot!
Looks like we win!
That was badass! Okay guys, well I'm gonna go ahead and fight this first.
I'm fine. Let's go on ahead.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop this episode here, guys. So don't forget to like, comment, favourite, share, and of course subscribe if you haven't done so already. All those things do help me out as a YouTuber. And as always, thank you for watching.